Ready? Okay. M-A-R-I-O. Mario. Mario! Hello, Reza here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Odyssey! In the previous episode, we conquered the rest of the Metro Kingdom that we care about completing for now. There's a few other things, but we'll be taking care of them a little bit later in our adventure. And in today's episode, we're to be I cannot talk these videos apparently, even though I've been doing these for 10 years. We're to be returning to the Odyssey to restore it, and we can do some super cool things, and we can power it up, even though we did that at the end of the previous episode. But it's a whole new recording session, so the day is shining, and it's raining, and there's thunder outside, so you might hear that in the background. But you also made a choice in the previous episode, on Twitter, apparently. We're either going to the Snow Kingdom or the Seaside Kingdom, and I don't know why I'm prolonging this because you already know by the thumbnail of the video, we're going to the Snow Kingdom! What an amazingly energetic festival. Let's keep that energy going as we keep up the chase. Seeing as how we got some time to kill, let's review some useful skills. Travel tip, crouch. When you see... Yeah, this is all stuff that we've already seen before. Well, there it is. Let's check out the Snow Kingdom next. It looks so cold, and it sounds like the races in town are quite popular. And the prize of frosted cake. That's a little hard to say. And the snow sure looks so cool. Pun totally intended, but it wasn't intentional. So you may be wondering, what could possibly top the best kingdom in the game? And I will tell you, one of the other best kingdoms in the game. It may not look like much for right now. Believe me, there is a lot of stuff out here that we can technically do at the moment. But it's a little hard to see at the moment because it's kind of snowing, and I'm pretty sure Mario doesn't want to be out in the cold for too long because that can cause hypothermia. And hypothermia can be dangerous. Wait, did you hear something under the snow? Under the snow. Under the snow. There's a checkpoint flag that'll be useful for us to activate right now. Geeky scared me! Welcome to Shiveria. We're all just a little on edge right now. Alright, I gotta come out and say right now, because I don't think I can hold this in any longer. These are like the cutest things in the Mario series ever. And it makes me so upset that they weren't in Paper Mario the Origami King, like, at all. They would have been so cute in that game, and I would have loved to have had a Shiverian partner in Paper Mario, but they didn't have them. Like, at all. That is dumb. I'm sorry, but even if you want to be the most basic Mario game in existence, which is totally okay, even if you want to be basic, you could have at least had these guys in the game, and they would have been super cute. But enough about that, because we're moving on to the cool stuff, because these things are so I love them so much. Alright, so let's head down here. There looks like there's a barrier keeping the giant circly thingy of circliness from opening. So we've got some work to do now. Going up here, there's going to be some coins for us to grab, and it's going to be pretty fine and dandy indeed. And over here we got a new jerk we can deal with. I don't remember your name off the top of my head, so I'm going to call you the Dairy Queen monster because you remind me of Dairy Queen. And I'm really bummed because there is a Dairy Queen in this area, but they don't DoorDash to where I live, and I'm really sad about that. So we want to avoid these guys. Technically we can capture them at the moment, but, well, actually that might be useful to right now. Remember, Gator, show, don't tell. That's rule number 1 of the thingy, apparently. Yeah, we go over there, and we saw the super amazing ability that that guy offers, is the ability to blow the wind and things like that. And that's going to be pretty useful in our adventure. I don't know why you had to respawn, considering we didn't destroy you. But on the toppy tip of this building right here is going to be a power moon, atop a blustery arch. So we go over here, and now we can freely control this guy. That's pretty interesting. So we go over here, there's going to be some regional coins for us to grab, which would be very useful for us to get right now, so we don't have to worry about them later. You press the Y button to excel and blow these guys away, because we are quite fabulous indeed. They are blown away by our handsomeness. And you can also shake the Joy-Con to blow harder. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I might have been thinking it, but this is a family-friendly channel. I would never say such things that she may or may not have said. The energy of the power moons seems to open the barriers. Alright, so another thing that I figured out in between recording sessions is what was going on with my controller. So, I've been kind of complaining that my B button was working randomly. I think I figured out what was going on with that. So, my recording setup, like, the Switch was pretty far away and there's a lot of stuff blocking it. So I think that might have just been more so just a bad connection between the Joy-Con and the Switch itself. Like, there's anything wrong with the controller itself or anything. So I think that might have been what the problem was. Because I've been really bummed if there was a problem with these controllers already, considering these are the Zelda Skyward Sword Joy-Cons that I was super happy to find. And if they were already messing up, I would not have been a happy gator. Alright, let's do that, and go over here and grab our sweet, sweet wood behind Snowy Mountain. But there's no thunder on this mountain. I can't make a reference so that can be considered self-promotion. I gotta get around to finishing that second book someday. I have the outline finished, it's just I've been busy and it's been a little hard finding the time for writing. We've got the frosted cake. The boss monster is fussy about cake. Reckon we got him the best one though. But frosted cake isn't German chocolate cake. You didn't get the best one, you lie. Yay! Okay, I was worried right there because we had literally the best possible position we could have gotten those hats in. But then we almost messed it up, but then we didn't because we never mess anything up in these games. We are perfect and make no mistakes and never learn from any of the mistakes that we've previously alluded to not making. And now we are dieted. Alright, back to where we were a moment ago. We're going to pound in that guy's stupid face. I mean, just look at him and how smug he is hiding behind that hat. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You didn't even come to my birthday party, even though I specifically did not invite you. I mean, it would have been at least courteous to crash a party. Actually, that wouldn't be courteous at all, so I guess you probably did the right thing. I just feel like complaining. Also, this guy was apparently named Durango. And that always makes me think of that one movie, which, it was okay. It was different than I was expecting it to be. Like, it was definitely a lot more mature. I've only seen it twice. The first time was with my grandparents and I barely watched it. And the other time was in a programming class because my teacher would always play movies during lap time. There was that, there was Goomba and the Two Strings. Both of which were pretty good. I don't know if I'd watch them again on my own time, though. And now we're inside this area, and I have a bit of a fun story. So, at the time that I'm recording this video, my friends on the Collab channel and I were planning a trip. And so, I'm curious about something. Can we make that jump? That totally looks like something we can make. Can we make it? Can we make it? Holy crap, we made it! Holy crap. Oh my goodness gracious of gravy. Oh my god, we did a speedrunning trick and now we're super epic. Okay. Oh, that makes me happy. I don't know why I couldn't say the word. That's actually kind of depressing when you think about it. But yeah, my friends and I are playing a trip. I don't know if I can say a whole lot about it right now because there are some surprises involved with it. But it's really cool because, like, we were talking about plans for it and there was, like, a specific thing we were talking about. And I'm really excited for that specific thing to happen during this trip. And I can't say much more than that because the thing is going to be a surprise. But I'm really excited for it. And the people who are involved, who are watching, who might be watching this video, they already know what I'm talking about. So I'm super excited about that. Ice dodging Goomba stack. On a completely and totally unrelated note, it was also super exciting having the James Rose go to Disney World with me. Because, like, they were doing cast previews for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And the really cool thing about that one was that, like, later on they allowed us to bring a guest with us and things like that. And that was really cool because, like, I got to invite James to ride the roller coaster with me. And I was really excited about that. So that was a lot of fun. And I can actually talk about that now because the ride's been open for a while. Even though it's only a virtual queue, which is really lame. Like, seriously, what's the point of a virtual queue? It's really dumb. But that's not the point. And the point now is the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is really awesome. So I don't know how much of the story I can tell, but I'm going to try my best to be a little bit vague, but also talk about it as much as I can. So a really fun thing that happened during that was that they had the cast previews for the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind ride, and they let us go on it a couple times. So the first time they had us on there, the preview for, like, when you're in the line and things like that, that wasn't actually ready yet, so they had us go backstage. And it was interesting because, like, growing up, whenever I'd go on test track, that area when you're outside and you're doing, like, the speedy thingy, and you go outside and do that, I always wanted to go down there. But then during the cast preview, like, I was walking down there. I walked down there, it was awesome, and I got to fulfill, like, a lifelong dream of mine. It was really cool. And then the second time we went through there, the preview was ready, so we got to go through it normally. It was still testing though, so I think it broke down a couple times, so it took a little longer than they probably wanted, but at the same time they were, like, obviously they were still testing it, so it wasn't fully ready and things like that. But even then, even if it did take a little while longer than I think they would have wanted, it was still really cool. Like, I loved going on it a second time. So the thing is, the way the ride launches, I was literally not expecting that. I was literally not expecting the way that how the ride was going to launch, and then it happens, and then, like, I had the biggest grin on my face, like, oh my goodness, this is awesome, because it's the first roller coaster that I've ever been on that did that. And then, well, obviously, the entire ride has, like, a really unique system where, like, the individual trains of the individual cars of the train can spin independently. So think of it like the Haunted Mansion, but it's a roller coaster. So that was like really, really cool. And then the third time I went on, it was with the James Rose, and I think that was my favorite experience with it because, like, not only did I get to ride it with a friend, but they had everything ready, and we got to talk about it afterwards, and we went to the park together after that. It was so awesome. The night before that, we recorded The Legend of Zelda 4 Sword Co-op, and man, there's just such a different energy recording with friends in person compared to doing, like, an online project, because with the co-op channel, we've been doing that for years, and aside from the Four Swords co-op and the things we record at PAX, like, every project on there was recorded online. I think the ones that we recorded in person were, like, my favorite ones because, like I said, there's just such a different energy when you're recording in person compared to when you're recording online and things like that. I really hope we can do more things like that more often in the future. Huzzah! To the race cars! The frosted cake got stolen, so for now the racing prize is a multi-moon. But you're too small to race with us, mustache man. But, you're adorable! I want to race with you guys! You look so cute! What, seriously, why aren't you in Paper Mario the Origami King? This game came out like 4 years before that! There was no excuse not to have you in that game! Okay, well, that's gonna be it for this episode of Super Mario Odyssey. In the next episode, it's off to the races. Literally, because it's a racetrack and it's gonna be super awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and next time, need to gear to you. Oh yeah.